All right, everyone, we are here with two very special guests. We are joined by Craig and Austen together. Finally, we have them both in the same room. They've come prepared. They bought 2 bottles of champagne, and we are ready to go.
Yeah, y'all.
Austen finally made his flight.
Chin chin.
Cheers, y'all.
Finally showed up.
Happy.
Cheers.
Love that.
Day.
And I would also like to say that they brought glass vehicles for us to drink.
They were bought with cash under the
Glass.
table.
The guy goes,
right. The guy at the store goes, "We sell champagne glasses under the table."
$3 a glass.
Wow.
And Craig didn't know what to do with change, so he was like, "Just keep it." It's like, Craig, dude, it's like $3. He's like, I don't want it, and he just.
Who wants to bet that Austen doesn't remember the story he was going to tell?
Oh yeah, you were going to tell a story. They haven't shut up since they walked in, and now.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
You haven't shut up since we walked in.
Your hair is falling. Don't do that to him.
I have a hat for that. That's not cool.
It was something about your first season.
Oh, yeah. Craig loves this story.
Because, this was it. Yes.
Because
it better be good.
Laughs. Well,
yeah, don't put the pressure on me. You're telling the story.
You know how I said that when we walk into Haymaker, which is our production company for Charm, and like they have to look through so many hours of footage, like so many ungodly hours of looking at our faces.
This isn't the story.
Yes, it is. So my first season, they come over to do like a morning wake up scene, and I get butt naked to get into the and so like
I just watched that episode.
Somewhere, editors are like looking at just like a close up of my dick, and they had to look at it for 30 minutes.
He calls me and
to to get it out of the shot. And
it's a very Bachelor-esque shot.
No, that's what they showed. But I was like walking around my room and cameras were like close up.
But he called me and Shep and he was like, "Guys, I just did like my shower scene," and we were like, "What?" And
we're that classic shower scene.
Yeah, and we were like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "The shower scene." And we're like, "What shower scene?" And he's like, "When you get naked." And we're like, "What?" And he was like, so producers told him everyone did it. And he's like, "Tell me you guys did that." And we're like, "No, there's no shower scene,
There's
Austen."
a producer. And so what happens too is that there are people in like.
And he was like, "Yeah, you guys did that, right?" And we're like, "No."
You actually showed up to a porn set. It wasn't Southern Charm.
He said there's our camera guy's just like sitting there going tight on his
who it was?
package. John.
Yeah. Anyways.
But you just blew up the guy's
What's also very funny about that is I'm watching, Southern Charm, I would probably say from like what season are you guys just finishing? 9? 8? Yeah. So probably from like 6 on, I would watch randomly, but had not watched the earlier seasons. Mm-hmm. So I watched from the beginning for the first time in like the last couple months. And I just watched that episode. I just finished season 4.
You can't mix the two.
Oh, you did?
I just finished season 4. And I had never seen it before, so that really sounds
and
very familiar. I remember watching. It's like I was like waiting for Austen to finally be like on the show, and it was like, yeah, bam, Austen's ass.
Austen's kicking out a one night stand and showing his bare ass on the show, which I just thought. And so what's even more awkward is that in another room while they're filming, there are like all these producers, and these producers we talk to like every day.
And they have monitors.
So there are like 3 of them back there watching the monitors, and they're like, "There's his dick," and he keeps on showing it, and there it is again. So they're back there watching these monitors like.
Well, this story's taking a little longer.
I was going to say, what was the point of this story? Why were we talking about anything that
It's just content. If you want to use it,
I know, but there was a reason this story was brought up.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to this week's episode of Pillows and Beer.
The reason the story was brought up was because we were talking about...
Because we drank champagne and I talked about...
we were talking about Noah having to listen to our voices all the time.
Yeah.
And then Austen said the people editing their show also have to listen to them, which made him remember that they have photos of his naked body that they've had to watch.
In the footage vault, there's a reel that's probably just entitled Austen's Dick.
Imploring hackers to go after Haymaker production.
No, I didn't say Haymaker, did I?
Yeah, you did. We call this the Katy Perry game. Where like you start off on something and you just end up all the way in a spot where you don't even.
It's called ADD.
Yeah, that too.
I have a severe case of it.
Yeah,
that too.
What is the correct term for a guy's part right now that doesn't sound weird? Like I just said penis. And I feel like that's weird.
Pee-pee.
Dick? Okay. Like what in this room is the most appropriate?
Dick.
I feel like we probably go with dick most of the time when we say it.
Cock goes sexual.
Yeah,
dick
that's
is
like
neutral.
aggressive.
Okay.
Like
And penis
Yeah.
is nerdy.
like if I was sitting here and I was like,
Penis is like we're talking about your actual
Anatomy.
function.
right, there's something happening
Something
wrong.
scientific
with,
is happening.
Like if there's something wrong
I
with
see.
it,
Okay.
there's
All right, that
something.
makes sense.
Then we're
Yeah.
going penis. Like
Gotcha.
his penis is doing this.
you have a UTI.
Like,
it's
What's
his
penis.
penis
If
doing,
you
by
have
the
a
way?
UTI,
Yes.
it's vagina.
Austin
Yeah, I was about
showed.
to say, men
makes
don't
sense.
get
So Austin
UTIs.
showed his
Men do
dick.
get UTIs.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Austin showed his dick on camera, is what we would
Yes.
say.
Yes.
Yep.
But I
But
wouldn't.
his penis got a UTI.
Yes, exactly. Scientific terms.
Correct.
And
All right.
okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
Anyway,
Sorry,
you guys,
Katy Perry.
you guys are here for to talk about Winter House.
Which show are we here to talk about?
There's a
You
ton
tell
of
us.
them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. You're finishing Southern Charm.
Which do you
Season
guys
8.
want to talk about?
Winter House is coming out.
I don't really want to talk about any of them. Let's just hang
can't
out and
say
talk
that.
about Potter. And
Well, Winter House should be a lot of fun because we had a lot of fun.
Craig, we say
in
that before
Vermont.
every season of
Yeah,
any
well, let's
show
keep
we've
it
ever done.
optimistic.
We're like, this
Have
is
you all
gonna be
seen the
best
first
season yet.
episode? You didn't.
No,
do
we
it.
haven't
No,
seen
we're
it
going
yet,
to the
no.
premiere tomorrow.
Oh yes, you are.
Yeah,
We
but
want it to be a
I just thought
surprise.
that you
Yeah,
guys wanted
I
to
actually
really
came to
good.
Scottsdale and Austin went to Napa instead. So I should be better friends. I missed the wine tasting to
Oh,
go
Yes.
to Scottsdale.
Craig was our Scottsdale guest with Paige,
Yeah,
and
well,
we
guess
had
what?
a
They
great
didn't ask
time.
Me, so cool.
Yeah, because you didn't show up to our interviews.
That's actually factual.
Yeah.
That
But now
might
we're all
also be
back
true.
on the same
Yeah.
team. And me and
Yeah,
Austin are
no,
better.
we're good now. We're good now. But
But it's also Austin has been here on his own since
before,
then.
Yes.
and you have been here.
When I
and-
heard it was funny, they were like, "So, did you miss the
Yeah,
fight?"
yeah.
Or
We were like, we know
And
you.
no,
we
we're right.
know
The
you
way
were
you
here.
that
backed
y'all-
out.
the
Like
way
you
that
could
y'all-
just say you backed out.
The way that y'all asked me clearly told me everything that I needed
Yeah,
to know
we
about
already
my
knew.
friendship with Craig.
Was that he came here
Was
and
that
just spoiled
he came
But
here
that,
and immediately was like, Austin didn't come, he's a bitch. And
that's
I was like,
a real friend though.
is it?
Who's yes, I think there's both things. Like a friend that'll cover up for you, and then a friend that's gonna call you a bitch is also like a good friend.
Okay, well, 80 called me a pussy. Does that make him my really good friend?
Yes, yes.
No,
he did.
I agree.
Winter House should be fun.
Andy
Just
wouldn't
like
say that to
summer
someone
should
that he
be
doesn't
fun.
like.
No, because
You know?
you wouldn't.
Because-
That's like when people are mean on the internet and they call somebody ugly. You wouldn't call somebody you actually thought is ugly.
Right. Well, I
ugly.
say that you'll never call someone that's heavy or like fat actually fat.
Right.
Because that would just be
exactly.
fucked up.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, does Andy actually think you're a pussy?
Andy-
Probably, but he
Andy
also
texted me.
likes you.
Andy texted me and was like, I'm so sorry that I did that. He was like, the next time that you see me, you can punch me. I'm like, it's okay, Andy, because I can take it.
Because I didn't remember
But
that
if you would have
either.
said it to someone else that wasn't named Austin Shepherd Craig, like that person would have had like a meltdown. They'd have been like, oh my God, Andy just dogged me.
And we were like, oh my God, he loves us.
And I'm like, ah, he really does love me.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
No, Winter House is going to be fucking crazy. And we got an extended, are we talking about how many episodes we have or no? Okay, well, it's more than last year. A couple more. And
Nope. Here
He
you
said
go.
nope, and Craig's like, I'm gonna do it anyways.
well, it's a couple more than last year.
Amazing.
Stowe was
Which I
open.
am pumped about because I remember watching Winter House last season and being like, it just ended. Like I was just
so
like, oh.
frustrating
Yeah.
that last year.
We
wasn't-
could have stretched it. But
Yeah.
We should have stretched.
no
it.
one knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So many awesome things happened last year, and like it was all, you know,
So
it's
many
like,
awesome things did
it's-
happen.
It's like that. Like y'all have
Life
heard.
is so awesome. I'm totally fine. That's awesome.
Y'all have heard
Yeah, we don't want
that
that
there's
one.
also a
That's
PG-13 and an R-rated version of Mrs. Doubtfire, right? That's kind of how I feel. Yeah, they filmed so much stuff and they didn't know what they wanted to rate it. So Robin Williams did a whole bunch of stuff where it was like really, really like, you know, a bunch of like cuss words and stuff. And I want to see that cut so bad. That's the version that you want to see of last year's Winter House. There's a cut
What
out
about
there
this
where
year's?
it's like 12 episodes.
I want to hear more fun facts throughout this interview. I want you to just throw in a couple fun facts.
Yeah,
We
that
do
was
fun facts of
random
Austin.
as hell. I love that.
not really
I want you to bring this energy on our podcast.
Is there anything that you two are dying to say, right? Like sometimes I go about my day and there's something I'm dying to talk about and I get to the podcast and I'm like, oh, finally I can let this out. Or on somebody else's show.
Yeah,
Has
but
there
we
been-
get fired.
Is there anything else is there something you're dying to say on this show right now?
Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be about.
Doesn't
your
have to
TV
be.
shows.
Doesn't even have to be about your TV shows. Just like a PSA.
Oh
something's
yeah,
been on your mind.
I wrote things down last night when I couldn't sleep. I'll read one.
Really?
Wait, can you read all of them?
Craig
yes.
and
I was
Rhea
like,
are
I
more
mean, I've always
similar
just-
than I think.
I've always just wanted to
I
come
wrote
here.
something
Okay.
down too.
That
One,
could be
this
like
is-
the way you just framed that could have been exactly something
This
Rhea
was
said
written
on this show.
at 6:03 a.m. because I
Okay.
woke up and I was fuming about something, and I was like, I just need to write it out, and that relaxes my
Okay.
mind. It says, "Insecurity screams, confidence whispers." That's one of them.
Were you high?
That's like Tony Robbins.
Yeah, I was.
That
I was
wasn't even
high.
a question. That was just a
Craig,
deep
that is
thought.
So funny.
And then the other one
But
says,
honestly,
it says,
true.
It says anyone that says mean stuff about others is online as a bully and says more about them than the person they're talking about.
Wait, can I just say that that's just like the most
Craig, that should be
straightforward
your-
thing ever?
That can be your new book idea.
That's
Just
what I had to write down last night.
Inspirational thoughts.
I
from
wrote
Craig.
I wrote something.
I thoughts
on a
in the middle of
pillow,
the day.
like the whole entire quote on a pillow.
I wrote something this morning.
Okay,
It's
let's
so
hear it.
simple. I didn't even need to write it down.
Okay.
Favorite time of the day? Question mark.
What is your favorite time of the
You
day?
just want to talk about what everyone's favorite time of the day is?
Yep. Let's go around the room. Favorite time of the day.
Early afternoon,
Okay. Give me a time.
2 to 3.
Okay. Austin?
March 3rd, because it's not too hot and it's not too cold to wear a sweater.
No, that's a
April.
day. See,
I know,
I
I
want
understand.
time.
Isn't that April?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, March is
might have
still
butchered
too
that,
Honestly,
but y'all
6
get
to
it.
Yes,
7 is
Y'all
real
get
great
it.
too.
6 to 7 later.
Mine
Late
is
afternoon.
Yeah.
mine. I would go between 5 and 6.
Yeah, that's
It's a
pretty
good
good.
time.
I like that too because then it's like acceptable to have a drink.
Yeah, and you have enough
The
time
night is
before
young.
you go to sleep.
You can
Night
have a
is young,
cocktail,
Okay.
but it's not like you're not drinking it.
4:30 to
You
6.
can eat an edible and
Yep.
just be like, I have enough time to watch 2
Bread
minutes.
That's
and butter.
also appetizer time.
She wants to answer this question so
there you
bad.
go.
She's raising
You know
her
I
hand.
love appetizers.
No, I
It's
love
also
app-
appetizer
I love
time.
apps too.
Yeah.
How many things can we talk about before Rita
We-
tells us
we
her
love
favorite
apps.
time of day?
I'm
What's your
dying.
favorite app? Sorry, I'm kidding.
I was about to
kidding, I
throw
was
these cards.
kidding.
Okay, so if I was gonna do just a classic answer, obviously it would be later at night, between 7 and 9 p.m.
Why is that obvious?
Yeah.
Because none of us said that.
No, wait.
Yeah,
So
none
that's
of
not
us.
obvious
None of
anymore.
us
No, no,
felt that way.
because my answer is the non-obvious choice.
Okay.
Middle of the night. You ever wake up in the middle of the night and it's finally you can feel like you can relax?
Yeah, and I write notes down.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Middle of the
I have
night,
a
so
great-
I
being
was
awake in the
I have a
middle.
great
of the night.
quote.
I do.
I love it. So I got food poisoning the other night, which was awful. Okay, so I woke up at like 2 a.m.
usually is.
Was puking. I've never had it before. Puking, whatever. And I couldn't fall back asleep for probably till 6 a.m. But
Been there.
I watched like a whole season of, not a whole, but like a good majority of episodes of a season of Entourage in the middle of the night
That's great.
Classic.
with my phone down. And I was like, damn, this is relaxing.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Because your phone,
Well,
you
the world's
know
asleep.
that there's nobody's going to be bothering you
So
from
like,
the hours
middle
of
the
2
night
to
is
6
like,
a.m.
It's like
The-
3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
But as long
3 to
as
4 a.m.
sunrise is far enough away,
Okay.
sunrise is far enough away, I will do that.
What is happening there?
Oh,
This
I
is-
saw that. Yeah.
Okay,
What
okay.
we were talking about.
This is what
right
happens
before
on
the
TV.
TV
I
show.
have a quote. So someone sent me a DM recently and said, "Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night and go downstairs to find a snack to realize that you're the only snack in the house?"
That's a great
I was like, "That's a
slide.
great
That's a great
slide in."
slide.
Did you answer your questionnaire with that answer for
yeah, I
Watch
did.
What I? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good slide.
It's the only time you need to answer to anybody.
So I would say though, between 12 and 3. After 3, you're getting too close to sunrise.
Right. But when I was in school, and now I'm talking high school because I dropped out of college. But there was a period of time where we would have these tests that they called
Say no to drugs.
trimesters or comps. And basically it counted as 50% of your grade. And this was at the end of the year. And so I would do bad all throughout the year. And then I knew it was go time. And my sister would give me one of her Vyvanse. And I would stay up all throughout the night. And a couple of other kids would do it too. 2, 3 a.m., we thrived. It was like everyone else was asleep. A couple of us were awake and we were studying,
Yes.
listening to music. Like
well
Craig,
aware.
been there. Yeah. No, I know. I know who I'm talking to here.
Yeah, you're staring right at me. Like my favorite time of the day used to be shared with you. Now it's not.
Yes.
Oh,
But
yeah. But
something
the
about
world
being
is
in the middle of the
asleep.
night.
The
yeah,
world
when
is
the world
asleep.
is asleep
Yeah.
and you're awake.
I don't
and
like
you
it.
feel like you're the only person.
I don't like it.
Well, hey.
Why?
I don't like it.
So
I
this,
actually-
I agree with you.
You're
I'm
not
not, I don't like to be
comfortable-
awake
you're
in the
not
middle of the
comfortable
night.
being
this is a
alone.
funny Winter House story though that has to do with the
I'm
winter.
sitting next to the king of not being alone.
Yeah.
The
I
king
don't
of
like it.
opinion.
I mean, last interview I did without him, I was like, we need to fix this. I actually engineered his whole comeback tour just to start doing press with me again. He hates when I say that. I'm just kidding.
How was your guys' show last night?
Come back to her.
He had more fans than me, so it worked.
Did I?
That's strange.
Wow. So the comeback
didn't-
tour has really come
I didn't
to
realize.
fruition.
It's not a comeback tour. It's just life. Like I live my life in Charleston, and that is
And growth is
and that
okay.
is- yeah, and that's something that we
Yes.
don't do on these
Growth
other
is
shows. All we
encouraged.
do
You
is
can
party.
change.
Right.
is encouraged.
Well, so many people are like, you messed up. Screw you. canceled. And
Period.
it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, let me get better. a little
I don't
bit.
believe in
Wait,
that.
now I
think
want
you
to hear
can
the Winter
change.
House story.
I think
So
I can't believe Craig's wearing a hoodie. I'm like sweating.
yeah, I'm hot.
He's
but
wearing
I'm,
his
I'm
friend's-
representing my friend's company.
Yeah. He's wearing his friend's hoodies.
So,
Chicks.
so Austin, and I'll let him tell as much as he wants about this, but I told you a little bit in Scottsdale. Austin started to take Vyvanse before
No.
Winter House
False.
or at Winter House.
Ambien.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, Ambien. Rhea's got me
God,
on the
Craig's
Vyvanse.
just-
I'm
sorry.
like,
Craig's
I'm
on-
thinking about
he's
Adderall.
like,
Sorry,
oh
I'm
shit,
sorry.
Adderall. Dude, I used to
I
I used to
apologize.
crash at Craig's house, right? So we'd have like a night of drinking or whatever. And then Craig would have to fly out in the morning. And I'd wake up and Craig is like, I haven't been to bed. Can you take and he just wouldn't go to sleep.
Yeah, it was
He just
awful.
wouldn't go to sleep for like days on end.
That's no good.
But so he started taking Ambien. Anyway, we're talking about his favorite. Oh, should we answer Shep's call?
Yeah. Put him
No,
on speaker.
I think he's going through it right
and
now.
ask him something
really?
really ask
Then
him
no.
one of these
He
questions.
thinks his phone got hacked.
Oh,
Oh,
been there.
dude.
before.
Honestly, I've been there. It's awful.
That's
Jeez,
Rhea's
and
been there. It's
right.
I've been there
terrible.
an
Terrible.
awful amount of
like
times.
the
Yeah.
like anxiety that he's having right now with his last relationship is like what I used to feel every single day with my last one.
Yeah.
Like all the time I was like, what's happening? Like pacing and like
Yeah.
I think he's going through that.
Well, Taylor's good with social media too, and so anyway.
Story?
Yes. So Austin's favorite time of the night at Winter House was between 2 and 3 in the morning. And he would wake up in the morning and be like, Craig, I went to bed at like 11 or 12, right? And I'd be like, no. And he'd be like, what do you mean? I'd be like, you came back into my room at like 2 or 3 in the morning and woke us up and told us stuff. And so I don't know how much we would.
You ever taken Ambien?
No.
No.
I haven't either.
So I
But
got-
the intent was pure.
I got prescribed to it because I was like, Austin, when you go to Winter House, 11 o'clock hits and you're shit faced, just take a
Yeah,
fucking
just
Ambien
go to
and
bed.
Go to
Mhm.
bed.
Go
Yeah.
to bed. The intent was good.
Now it should have
Yeah.
been like an Advil, PM.
Yeah.
Like that's what it should have been.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
apparently Ambien, if you fight it, you turn into
Yeah.
It's like
you
fighting
black
NyQuil
out.
or fighting Xanax.
and
Yeah.
you trip and you don't really remember what happened. So then I began to do that, and people were like, "He popped in my room at like a
Well, and it's a
Midnight.
surveillance
At an
show.
uncomfortable hour.
It's a surveillance show, so there's footage of all of this. And so if it's done right,
I
they
wonder
just
if
have
they're gonna-
Austin going to bed and then getting up and just like walking into someone's room and just telling them stuff and leaving. And the
Yeah,
next
I don't know
day,
if I want
Telling
to
things that
bed,
you
though.
wouldn't want to tell.
yes.
oh, it's going to be a big
So
part
that's
of
why
this.
Then I
you
went
don't
shopping on
like-
Amazon and don't remember things that I bought. And
She's
that's-
big on
He
that.
he came down to me and he was like, "Why is this a story now?" And I was like, "Cause you walked into our bedroom
Yeah.
last night and told Paige and the girl."
Like shit.
And he was like, "Oh my god."
So that's why you don't
What
like
have I
this time of the
done?
night.
Well,
You just look at me. I don't like it.
yeah, I don't
like it.
There's something about it I just don't like, and it's probably because of Ambien.
Yeah.
That makes
The
sense.
the shopping I can relate to. I do that all the time. I just bought a pair of Birkenstocks the other night at like 2
Birks.
a.m. when I
He
came
Yes.
home.
loves these things.
Yeah,
Well,
the clogs.
you
the
bought the
Bostons.
Oh, you
clogs.
bought
Yeah, I did.
clogs?
Yeah, I bought the
Okay, that's
Bostons.
Him and Bo, Stassi's
Oh,
Bo.
Oh, I have
I
the
am
other
so
ones. I
not
already have
into
the other
those.
ones.
Well, I don't wear them as much as I should because every time I wear them, I'm like,
shouldn't-
you or someone else is like, what are you wearing? I'm like, fucking Birkenstocks, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever.
Craig, you wear
I'm so not into
sandals
those.
with pants.
No,
Like,
I
you
get
really-
it. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I
I feel
saw
like that's
that.
Paige's biggest thing for you is the flip flops.
and I'm well, and I never realized how silly it looks.
Yeah.
And she's got a big mirror before you walk out her door, and now I have to look in the mirror every time. I'm like, how much easier would it be to just put socks and shoes on, Craig?
Yep, yep.
And it really completes the outfit.
I
know
saw
it's
her
not-
post and
Yes,
she
it
said
does.
we're working on the sandals thing.
Yeah, because if we're being honest,
It's
like,
also New York City.
people really
Well,
shouldn't
I've only
see-
lived in beach
Yeah.
environments.
like a lot of men's feet just like really isn't attractive.
Correct.
So you look at
You're
it,
I don't
and
like
then
out.
feet in
You're
general.
like your feet
Yeah.
are pale. There's like some hair that like no one really wants to see it.
Sometimes just long toenails.
Well, if I'm being honest, I have pretty feet, so I can wear.
Do you clip
sandals.
your toenails?
Yes,
That's good.
I
That's
would
hair.
hope everyone
and I don't
does.
have hairy
Some
feet
people
and-
are animals.
I have nice feet as
Do you
well.
clip your
I think
toenails?
Do you?
Personally, yeah, I think
See,
so.
I'm not like a foot
They
guy.
could be a little
What is the
smaller,
alternative?
guy.
but
What do you
they're
mean?
good
What is
feet.
the
Oh my
alternative?
God.
People biting their toes
You have
off?
big feet.
No, I wear size 8. They're pretty average, but I'm saying as far as like the feet
Is
thing.
this something
Sure.
you do?
So like you
We're
don't
having
have
two completely separate
So, like, you don't have
conversations on
dainty
this
feet.
show.
If
Like,
it
people-
works.
People are going to be listening,
Oh, I can
and there's
see.
just two
No,
complete
okay.
It's like,
completely different conversations.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, wait.
If you want to know what's true, though, if like you want to know what's
Did
true,
you
though,
ever do that as a kid?
yeah.
Craig is you And I am
that's fair.
It,
Do we all agree on that?
Yes,
it's
yes.
true.
100%.
And I've spoken to this about like to Craig,
Yes.
and I'm like, don't you get it? Like that is totally what it is.
Yes.
So obviously we're having a
gonna pair
conversation.
off and be like,
and
so
you
how
two
do you
are
bite
People,
having a
we were just
conversation.
talking about biting toenails. Have you ever bit your toenails off your feet?
I
yes.
only when I was
Yeah,
Yeah, when I was
little.
younger, I
And I was
was
flexible
younger,
enough.
my favorite.
I enjoyed
just
it.
really get
and getting them.
like
Oh man, you're like, did it? I just fucking
Yeah, and then
clipped
you,
that
like,
one.
spit it out.
And then I saved it.
I mean, where
in a
else do you do?
little
You don't
jar.
swallow it. You don't.
No,
No, you
No.
don't
Oh,
swallow it.
God.
I mean, you could take it out and place it on the table, but
No, you don't place it on the table. You gotta flick it somewhere
Well,
else.
like,
Like,
the
Rhea just,
only
like,
one
hot
that-
carpet?
the only other one that I could reach was
No.
the big toe.
on the hardwood floor.
I did have carpets in my room growing up, and they changed to
Yeah, carpets you can hide your toenails, but
yeah.
I could only
I'll
reach
be-
my big toe.
When I was like,
I could.
probably
I
did it in middle
definitely.
school.
I think I definitely did
I
big
would
toe.
do it on
I think
the
I
couch
could do.
and
Yeah.
just like leave them.
I'm
in
immediately.
cushions.
This sweatshirt's getting hot.
we
but-
are disgusting.
No,
Wait,
it's
do
really.
you-
I'm
Well,
sweating.
are you
can't
guys
believe
gonna
you're wearing
watch? Are you gonna watch
So
our new
hot
show?
here.
Are you gonna watch Winter House?
Yes, we are.
100%.
Did
I
you
love
like-
Winter House.
Okay.
You know
You guys know how much TV I watched with the two of you in it. Now I've been
Entirely too
watching
much.
entirely too much. I watched Southern Charm up to date. I watched every episode of this season.
You watched the reunion?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
And while also rewatching the old ones, which let me tell you is actually a pretty funny way to do it.
When is
Like,
your
to
favorite
watch-
Craig? Let's make this about me.
Ooh. I don't think I've gotten to him yet, but I think
Rhea
currently.
doesn't watch our show. Rhea's
think
watched as
currently-
much
You don't watch our
Southern
show?
Charm as I have. Wait,
I
what?
think
Sorry.
current Craig is my favorite.
Growing,
Yeah,
Adderall
yeah,
free.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, good.
Because
hate
I'll
it.
be honest.
Really? This is amazing.
Well, look, multiple
amazing.
conversations
I know.
again.
People
I'm
are gonna
sorry.
get so
You know
mad. They
what?
have to watch this one on
Noah's
YouTube.
You know
gonna
what
be
I
like,
will
"God
say?
It's the dumbest show ever.
You know
It's the dumbest
what I
show
will
ever.
say
Which
about
one?
old Craig?
I
Bachelor.
can't say that. Oh, sorry.
I have a
We
thought
can say
about
that.
old Craig, and now it makes sense because I watch, like, when I would watch current seasons, I was like, I don't really get, like, the Shep dynamic. I felt like there was a lot of times that I was like, I feel like Craig might be being a little sensitive. And then I watched the old seasons, and I was like, Shep's kind of mean.
Oh, so you had only seen the new
yeah,
ones.
I only seen the new
where I
ones.
had like a chip
And I
on my
was like,
shoulder.
yeah, you were very like, well, everyone's coming at me. And then I watched the old ones, and I was like, God, it's been 8 years,
Of
and they
just
won't let
taking
it go.
shit.
Can I say that there are multiple people I have talked to in my life that say you guys are the only two people they like on Southern Charm? A couple I'm very close with actually was talking about you guys one time, and the boyfriend, well, actually, Dana, he works here, so people listening will know. He was like, "Oh, Craig,
Love
and
you, Dana.
He was like, Craig and Austin are
Shout out, Dana.
Shout out.
fucking awesome. Like, I want to hang out with them, and I was like, I'm actually like friends with them, so maybe
And you
are
guys,
actually
friends with us.
well, you guys make the show because I'll be honest, this last season, the girls aren't given too much. Like they're
God,
like,
that's
you
a
need,
sensitive topic.
You need drama for a reality TV show, or you need something to
We're
happen.
struggling with the girls.
And like sometimes with like Leva, where she's like, I'm not going to be at that party. I don't want to go there. It's just there's
Darn.
too much drama.
Man,
it's like,
we really missed
well,
out on that
Leva,
one.
you're on a reality TV show. You can't avoid drama.
It's your job.
Like literally, you're supposed to be.
Who
at
do you
these
think I was
things.
writing about in my notes
yeah.
last night? Wait, I mean that's what it was because
No, I really
You
this
wanna
past
keep
season I
reading
felt it
them?
a lot. I was like, I feel like there's some people that really like you are
Don't
still making.
carry
I
weight.
know it's your real life, but you are still making a
well,
television
look,
show.
we're allowed to say, and we have to be because it's reality TV has been on too long. There is some stuff that
You're drinking that one.
I have no choice.
you have to
I have
just.
no choice. The rosé's gone. I have to drink it.
I know
it's
the
gone?
rose.
Yeah.
Dude,
We finished
I
it.
was
That
just called
one
you babe,
smells-
But
Craig, just call me babe.
Dude,
Yeah, I
babe,
did.
same thing.
dude, that was really good. I liked it.
I know it's fucking awesome.
Should we answer one of these questions?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh,
I
well-
wanted
she
to
was in
hear.
the middle
Yeah.
of something.
Oh, I was just saying, yes, you got to play like
You were in the middle of something.
Greg was in the middle. Of something.
the reason that this works
Greg.
is because we show our lives and we're transparent.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
we
look.
play in bounds and the rules. And some people don't understand that anymore, but
I mean,
it is
look.
what it is.
Every season that I've been on has been connected to a girl, and some of them have been really like uncomfortable. And there are people on our show that don't show that side, and it's like you can't do that. Like you can't.
Yeah, you can't have it
Do
both
that.
ways.
Cameron was the only one
There-
allowed because it
There
was
are
Cameron.
girls
Right.
on
And
our show
we'll-
that were dating people throughout the year and didn't bring them around, and it's like, how is this happening?
Right.
How is this happening?
Yeah, we would all love to do that. And they're like, well, anyway. But then, okay, let's say something positive about Winter House, and then we'll play the game.
Let's say something.
You said something super positive. I mean, I think we
I
are
thought you
so
talked
positive.
Winter
I'm
House up.
pumped about Winter
Yeah,
House.
okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh wait, can I ask you guys about the Toms going to Winter House?
It was awesome.
I
That's what
have.
we
Do you
thought
guys
your
know
questions
them?
were going to be. So yes.
Yeah. Did you know
Not biting toenails.
what were your relationships like with them previously to doing Winter House?
So, okay, I'm going to answer this because I've heard Craig in the past 4 freaking interviews, and I know the whole spiel
spiel?
that he's going to say.
Let's discount our Chicks in the Office interview.
And
Well, give us
he-
something new.
Craig
Give us something
says
fresh.
that he has hung out with them more than I have,
Well,
and
I
that
have.
you had more of a relationship
Before
with them
crossovers were allowed, I used to be on set with Vanderpump Rules, and they
on
wouldn't.
set. Man, Bravo loves it when we
Oh,
call it
sorry.
that. They
On
love that,
site.
Craig.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
On
in trouble.
site. On site just sounds
Craig's
even
like,
crazier.
I'll be in my trailer until it's my scene. Bravo loves when Craig talks about being on set. You know, Andy
I'm
loves
sorry,
it.
I take that back.
So
Okay, I was in LA while they happened to be shooting their show.
okay, and
You were in the area.
I have hung
Craig's like,
out
I was
with-
getting a
I was
martini
checking-
at Sir,
Yeah.
and they just happened to be filming.
we,
Happened to be Stassi's
Funny story about
OOTD
that.
day, and
funny. No, I probably shouldn't tell it. When we ran into James at the Abbey.
No, please say it.
yeah, I would
Well,
say
We
Craig,
had a
like-
we were also with James.
you might have to cut it a little bit.
I'm gonna cut it.
Okay, so
So just
I
don't
really
say
know.
it.
Yes, maybe just don't even say it.
well, it was exactly.
Oh.
Oh, well, we have a story with James at the Abbey.
Well, in season 5, you know, Craig.
We have
We'll
a
tell
story-
you
I have
after.
a story with
To-
James, so we'll talk about it after.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
tell you after. Okay, so what were you gonna
Sorry,
say?
listeners, that's
All
the
right,
most
look,
annoying
we
thing
lo-
ever.
What I was gonna say is that the 2 Toms coming in, we all had been partying for like 5 or 6 or 7 days straight.
Yeah, we were on
And so when
reserves.
they came in, it was like a much needed like breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And Sandoval, they're both like on board for everything, but Sandoval is like a special breed of maniac, and he was on board. He was like
He came
bringing
in
the
hot.
energy. He
brought a
wanted to
trumpet.
do it all. He
Well, he
so,
is
yeah,
a
they both were awesome.
he's a
He
musician.
brought a
They
trumpet.
both were
Just started
awesome.
playing
Yeah.
it.
And finally,
we've never
now
met
the
either
3
of them.
franchises have like finally.
Oh, you haven't? Well, so
the
Schwartz is
Holy
awesome.
We
Triumvirate.
haven't?
No,
I guess no.
Schwartz is awesome, and like what's crazy is I had
I've
started.
always loved Schwartz
So I a lot of the times know
more than
a
Sandoval.
little bit more gossip and shit than Austen, and
Because you hang out with them more.
well, and I just
One, yes.
a lot of stuff. Yes,
Craig
so
keeps his ear to the ground, though. Let's
I
be
keep
real.
my-
he
I do.
does.
Does.
he does.
He does, and then when
I'm
I
very
bring
observant.
up things,
Yeah.
when I bring up things, Craig's like, "Yeah, I've known that." For
I have
2
to
months."
hide
Like,
it sometimes. I'm like, yeah, crazy. Yeah.
You're like, wait, I know everything. I read it on one
Craig's
of those
like,
Well,
"Yeah,
forums.
you
and
didn't know
he's
that
like-
she was like an escort." I'm like, "No, I didn't know." He's like, "Well, I've known for months."
He's like, well, Schwartz is going through something. I was like, yeah, I kind of saw some stuff on Instagram. But Katie posted a really cryptic message on Instagram right when we were filming Winter House. And it was like, something about divorce makes you happier. And I was like, dude, I think something's going on. And so you get to see that kind of interaction on the show.
Yeah,
But
didn't him and Kyle have a talk?
Kyle
and-
cried multiple times. You know, he always does.
Oh,
I didn't think he was such a crier.
So
I am too, I guess. Shit, I cried at the reunion.
Did you
I
cry?
cried
at
to Taylor.
Did you cry at Winter House?
No.
What's funny is you said in an interview recently you've never seen me cry. And it took
Dude,
Paige off guard
I've
because she
never
was like,
seen
Craig
Craig
cries
cry, and it
all the
freaks me
time.
I've never seen Craig's dick, and I've never seen him cry.
Mm.
It's weird.
Paige has seen both.
That's good.
Oh,
That's
man.
good. Paige has seen both.
Yep.
Well, I'll ask Paige to draw me a picture.
Yeah.
And
One
tell
day
me
it'll
what it's like
happen.
to see you guys.
Well, recently he's just been getting guys to show him his dick. And
That's not
I
entirely
saw it when
true.
you guys talked about it at the reunion.
For
I'm
what reason?
watching.
Just curiosity?
Just like friendship, you know?
Friendship, yeah.
friendship.
You,
It's like, let
you're
me
like,
see it.
you're like, I should know what my friend's dick
Yeah,
looks like.
and I'm like, it's got a lot of character. You know, like I want to know like what it.
Because everybody's is different.
Well, because Shep said it to me first, and I was like, "You're right." And then you for like 6 years now, I haven't seen your dick.
So
He's
you
like,
guys just like take
yeah,
your
we're
pants
like,
off in front of
3,
each
2,
other?
1. Okay, nice. And then I did it. With
I have a lot of questions
and then
that I'm
I did it with
training.
Kyle at
That's
Winter
the
House.
thing. What's the what's the proper reaction?
And also
Great dick, dude.
And also, like, wait, but question though, like,
Dope dick, playa.
this is now like
dope dick.
like soft.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
you
no, I'm not
shower or you
erect.
grow
I'm not like, let me get it going and go. Like, no.
I
It is,
I
yeah.
I
A
get that
flaccid-
question though.
No,
No
but you
one's
get that
asked
question
it yet.
because
Member.
because the
No
thing
one's
is
asked
like
it yet.
wouldn't erect be in its
Yeah.
fullest form.
like
you
Kroll
wanna
the
see
warrior.
your
Yeah,
friend's
but then
dick in
you'd be
its
like, well,
fullest
that's
form.
weird. That's weird
Yeah,
if you
why
show
are
each
you
other
hard?
your
Oh,
erect
if you
dick.
show me your
You
erect
can only
penis,
show your
then
soft
like
dick.
our friendship is totally changed. I don't know if I could look at Craig in the eyes
Well,
again.
it's like
if I
that
saw his
TikTok. They were
erect
like, it's okay to pee in the
member.
pool next to someone, but if your buddy got out of the pool and started pissing into the pool, you'd never talk to him
yeah,
again.
that's true. You're like, what the hell?
So
are you
you
doing,
can show a soft
psychopath?
dick, just not a hard dick.
Definitely.
Did you follow in
definitely
the
not.
pool thing?
Yes. I
Did
think
it?
that actually makes sense.
Yeah. Well, if you
Well,
got
because
out of
I
the
feel
pool
like
and
also a
peed
lot
into
of
it-
people pee in pools and they just don't say anything.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
So.
I don't.
Did you
I
pee
get
in
stage fright.
Scottsdale?
No, I get stage fright when
Stage fright?
yeah.
So like,
Even
you
though
don't
no
pee,
one
like, in
knows?
oceans and stuff either.
No,
What?
I try like
The whole
I
beach is
have-
watching me.
I know I
That's the
have.
most freeing place to do
I
it.
have done it in the ocean, but I will say not often because there was one time where I really, really, really struggled. And when I got back to my towel, all of a sudden I felt like, oh my God, I can do it now. And then I just sat there and peed on my towel.
Oh, wait. Where was that?
What the fuck just happened? I was
Wait,
not
you told that story.
I have told that
So I was
story.
going to say, she's told that story.
But
on the
told that
show.
story.
I will tell you this, so my dad will
You
come
guys
in.
had such a silent reaction to that I feel so
But that was
uncomfortable.
because
that was
I'm
a Fran
trying to
reaction.
decide. If
I mean,
that's
some
like
people lay-
silent laughter.
Some
behavior.
guys,
They were
like, lay
dying.
on-
They were laughing.
Wait,
I mean, I
Right here.
peed on the beach out of the water and people not known, and me look around and
But
they're like,
guys have it
Craig,
Craig,
easy.
so she
Guys
just did
like
the
dig a
exact same thing
hole.
that you
It
kinda
feels
said.
good to pee
She
yourself.
got
I
out
was-
of the ocean,
I got
sat
out
on
of
her
the
towel,
ocean.
and looked around and pissed herself.
And I did, and I just peed on the towel, and then
the fact
it
that
was
you
one of
peed on
those
your
things-
towel is the most
Yeah.
shocking
What did you do with the
thing.
towel?
Okay, so then
Throw it in the ocean?
No, so
My towel got
Come
wet.
back from whence you came.
I was staying in a house where there were other people there, and there wasn't like a washer dryer situation with the towels. Like they would just bring the towels from the beach and hang them back up on like a
Well, that's
clothesline.
weird in general.
Yes,
mean,
I think
yeah.
it's. Trust me, I think it's
That
weird in
would-
general.
yes.
I would not sign up for that sort of thing.
Oh,
But you
wait,
peed on
wait
your
a
towel.
second.
They just reuse
So
towels.
you just, but a beach towel, you just hang it up, let it dry, bring it to the beach the next day?
yeah,
Yeah,
people
I do that all
pissing
the
on them
time.
and shit.
Okay, well, so
Oh, yeah.
then
No.
in the middle of the night,
Not peeing on them, but I do that.
Well, yeah,
we hung them back up.
I'm being self-righteous. I do that too.
hung them back up, and then in the middle of the night, when everyone was asleep, I went out to the
Her
clothesline.
favorite time of day.
my favorite time of night, and I took the towel and I like hand washed it in
No
the
wonder it's your
sink.
favorite time of night.
And then I put it back out there.
It's incredible. How old were you when this happened?
This was like 2 summers ago.
My dad.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
My dad will kill me for this, but when
I
you
had to
pee
go
in a
so
pool,
bad.
do
There
you
was
let
no-
out a
Ocean's
little
right there.
bit to make sure that that chemical we were all taught that exists when we were little doesn't
100%.
actually exist?
100%.
It doesn't exist.
No, you just go.
I
I
don't
know
pee
Rhea
in
can't pee in
pools.
pools.
Oh, well, okay.
Pools
So I
are
have peed in a
cute.
pool, even though it's
I have-
terrible.
I have as
but
well.
I always
Like a
let
dog.
it out
I
a
have
little
as well.
bit,
Yeah.
and I look to see if it's blue or
Or you
like-
see it like in the movies
grown-ups.
before.
No,
Yeah,
because
in the
our
movies.
parents tell us
They
that
tell
like
us,
if you
yeah.
pee in
It
the
would say
pool.
it would turn like
My
a color.
dad just recently found out that people pee in pools, and my parents have a pool, and he lost his fucking mind. He's like, "No, they don't."
Just
and we're like,
recently
and
found
he was
that
like,
out?
and we're like, "What? You don't pee in the shower?" And he's like, "People don't piss in showers." And he
Mr.
had
Conover.
well, he owns like a cleaning business and shit. And he's like, we have some OCD that runs in our family, but he just found out that people pee in his showers and in the pool, and he's having a really tough time with it.
Do you ever
So now he gets a
find-
porta potty delivered to our house when we have
you have
big
parties.
events
No way.
at the house, so that people will use the porta
And let me
potty.
tell you something. People don't use that porta
Nope.
potty.
Nope.
Still.
It's not
No,
going to
they're
change.
still
That's
going in the
thing.
pool.
maybe the most useless porta potty ever ordered.
Question: do you ever find that because my parents are honestly, people get annoyed when I talk about my parents because they're like, we don't care about your parents, but whatever. My parents,
Well, fuck
I
them.
think, are super cool. They're like not strict at all. I'm like friends with them. Like I can tell them anything. But my dad will find the strangest things to get mad over. Like something will set him off that I do not think is going to set him off. And one of those times was we were sitting around my kitchen table and I had mentioned, this was years ago.
I piss
that
on our beach towels.
You know how girls get like peach fuzz like on their like mustache, whatever. I hate calling it a mustache because it's never full
Upper
grown
lip.
mustache. Upper lip.
Facial.
They
hair.
get
Yeah.
like hair on
Upper
their
lip.
upper lip and then they do whatever to get it off.
Yeah.
I mentioned that I once shaved mine off and my dad lost his fucking mind. He was so disgusted that I did that. Like, he was like,
What are you supposed to do?
he was like, your mom gets it waxed. Like, he was like, the fact you shave like a guy. Like, I have.
You're just like, this is his weird trigger.
No, it was a very weird trigger that I did not see coming.
Well,
Like,
you have the microblade thing.
yeah, no,
Well,
I
yeah,
now
no.
like use that
It's
like
a-
thing from CVS.
It's a bigger
that, like,
conversation about how like it's the same exact
It's the
product,
same thing.
but because it's marketed to men, it's like, oh,
Well, we
women
were
can't
just,
use it.
My
Paige and
dad
I were just in
lost his
Aruba. We
fucking
needed
mind.
razors, and we were like, can we have a razor? And they were like, girl or guy?
Just give me a fucking razor.
Yeah,
And
They're
I
the
was like,
same.
what
Just
is
give me
the
a razor.
difference?
Yeah.
And then
I think guys are probably a little
Venus razor?
sharper because they're like, I don't really know why.
Let me tell you something. The razors are the same.
They are. My dad,
you're right.
I remember he lost his fucking
good?
mind. He could not believe that
5
no,
minutes.
10.
We haven't even done anything.
Yeah, we will.
All right, let's get to the questions.
We're gonna
Go,
do answer
go,
the internet
go.
We'll
questions.
All right.
meet you in the middle at 10.
All right, we are gonna do answer
So
the internet
we win.
questions.
Beers or anything?
All right, we're gonna play answer the internet now.
Yes, we are.
We've gotten some Coors Lights.
Yes.
And now we're ready to go.
KFC radio question.
Put the bottles down.
Doesn't
Oh.
matter.
We could just get them out.
But we
of the
can
way.
move them out of the way so it doesn't just look like we
I am
have two
But
empty
we
bottles.
have them, so.
All right.
Yeah, we did drink them.
Let's start off. Should I shuffle them or just go right off the top?
Go right
Off the top.
Rip it out.
If every time you finish sex, a song played, what song would you want it to be?
All I do is win.
Down by Akon. Jason. Down by Jason.
Baby, are you down?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Down.
That's
Like
a good
I'll
one.
be honest, my
I would say that pre-sex, during
Yeah.
sex,
Yeah.
or after sex.
my
I would-
crush in 6th grade, I remember at our 6th grade dance, we formed a circle around him and he did the down, like the temperature, you know,
Yeah.
like the Lil Wayne part. And I was like,
dance?
Yeah.
woo.
Zero.
That got your beans going?
Yeah.
Got
Wait, what's yours?
beans
That
going.
bitch.
I
She said
said
all I do is-
all
That's what
all I
Paige
do
says.
is win.
Is it got
It's a
your
good one.
beans going?
I don't. Okay. Would you go to a football game at a 70,000 seat stadium if you knew that 500 seats would get ejected into a black hole, but everyone who didn't get ejected would get $5 million?
No.
Yeah.
You take the risk.
I don't know. I think it sounds.
I think I would also
I mean,
take
after
the
2
risk.
bottles
I
of
wouldn't take
champagne,
the risk.
I'm
I don't
into
want to
it.
die.
I'm
It's
good.
not my
odds
biggest
are
fear.
I'm gonna
your
head. There's no way to
favor.
hedge that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the odds are in your favor, but it doesn't.
But
It's not
500
pure.
Yeah, that's-
random people
yeah.
get
Yeah.
ejected.
Right.
Yeah.
And imagine you're one of those people that
A
sucks.
section or just like random?
Random 500. Like you could be gone and he's sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I would do is make a deal with someone in the
think I'd take
stadium.
Yeah, I think I would too.
What deal would you make with somebody in the stadium?
But like $5 million, it needs to be like $20 million.
it was $5 million.
Yeah, I know.
5 million.
Dying is my
You're
biggest fear,
taking
so
it.
I'm not going.
This
with
Yeah, I
it.
don't know,
yeah,
man,
he's
because
taking it.
5
Yeah.
isn't like. That,
Also,
but yeah,
I'm not
okay.
going to space. That's my biggest fear. I don't want to get ejected to space.
So the next question kind of leans towards that way. I don't know. Would you rather see everything that has occurred in the history of the world or everything that is going to happen in the future?
That has nothing to do with space. It's just one.
Yeah, what?
Well, you don't know what's going on in space.
History, because if
History.
it was future, I'd be way too jealous and drive myself in crazy.
I also would be
History.
scared.
Yeah, I'd be scared too.
know the
I'd rather know
history.
history.
Oh, well, that says a lot. Actually, that answer says a lot about your psyche.
Oh, tell
I got
us more.
because I got excited. I saw Star Trek. I see us like traveling the galaxies. You guys see the world burning.
I don't see the world burning. I don't want to die. It is my biggest fear.
Me too.
Well, we're all gonna die.
Sometimes
I
get
understand that.
crippling
I get
fear.
it actually keeps me up.
You know when that happens? At your favorite time of day,
Yeah.
and that's why I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Because I wake up
correct.
and I'm like, shit, shit,
Yeah.
death is coming.
No, I know. Oh, God, stop. All right.
I know.
If
I
you
know.
could only have knees or elbows, what would you pick? I also want you to answer too.
I'm
Knees.
answering. Knees or elbows?
Elbows.
Yeah.
Knees.
I'm gonna pick elbows.
So
Knees.
basically, you wouldn't be able to bend your arms or you wouldn't be able to bend
we
your
would walk
legs.
like Shep. If you give knees up, you walk like Shep.
I already drag my feet. So
We
I
say
feel
that
like
when
I'd be
Shep's
okay.
drunk, he like walks with
Like a pirate.
wooden legs.
Yeah.
I would still go knees.
So you
I-
just
Yeah, I'll swing my arm. I'll swing my arms
Arr.
around. I'll swing my arms
just
around.
knocked everything.
I
over
like
doing that.
why I said this because I like sitting way too much. Like I like folding.
Oh, right,
my
right.
like
Everyone
you
loves
know.
a good
Me too.
sit.
Yeah, like
If
I
I
imagine
will
just having your legs straight
find
out
a
the
place
whole
to
time.
sit in any situation.
All right,
I'm
you
in.
guys pick the best answer on this next one, and the loser's gonna drink their beer.
Oh,
Okay,
Finish.
finish. What is one
vote?
Shit.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss
No,
that
no,
later.
yeah, you just finish your little,
Okay.
little goblet.
Okay.
What's it called?
A goblet.
Okay,
What
goblet.
is one thing that someone can say that makes you immediately hate them?
say.
Yeah, what is one thing? Why are you laughing
Yeah,
so
what are
hard?
you thinking of?
What is one
Craig
thing?
has it. Craig has
I
an
did too. I
answer,
just had like
clearly.
5 things.
I don't have a clear answer in my head.
I mean,
I'm a
I
really
will
big
start.
fan of your
I have a
ex-girlfriend.
lot of, I have a lot of answers to this. One is when they, if someone immediately brings up money and how much money they make.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I hate. And also if someone is
I need, like-
rude to a waiter.
Right, but I
hate.
need like a one phrase.
Oh,
I don't think I'm allowed to say mine.
Do it.
I can't.
I just said mine.
you didn't.
What was yours?
He said, yes, he did. He
I
said,
miss it.
I'm a big fan of your ex-girlfriend.
Oh. That's funny.
I would say.
So he might
okay,
win
I'll
by
say
default.
recently.
Okay, I
and
don't
easy.
think I
this
have a
isn't what I said
phrase.
because mine are all like crazy, like stuff.
Okay,
up top.
okay.
I would say recently the thing that bothers me the most is when people look at Paige or me in front of the other, and it's usually Paige, and they go, "Oh my God, I'm so glad to see you guys are still together."
I,
makes
And
you-
it happens a lot.
Craig?
And I'm
Makes you
just like, it's,
I get that all the time.
and I'm just like, why
Really?
are you saying
People
that?
say that to me and my boyfriend. Oh my God, you guys are
Wow.
still together?
Yeah.
Defied the odds, you
And it's
crazy.
always- and they'll say it to her and not me, and they'll just
Yeah.
be like, I'm so glad to see that you guys are still. And
Yep.
I'm just like, okay, so that's my recent one. but
Yeah, I hate that
we
too.
won't use that as the contest.
I would go money, but I don't.
That one drives me nuts too. I'm like, what did they think?
Also, what a rude thing
Yeah,
to say to someone.
I agree.
Although Rhea and I do get a lot of like barstool focused ones that can get fairly, like,
What if it was like I voted for,
Well, that,
and then depending on if you hate that person,
Yeah,
you
well-
know, like,
I'm
No,
not
I-
really
I get-
like.
and then you're like,
No.
you
I
voted
get
for
more
her?
I'm
like,
not like political like that.
I wouldn't
Like,
say that who they voted for would make me mad. I think sometimes when people are not tolerant of other people's like voting would, but that's a whole nother.
yeah.
conversation.
yeah.
Next
That
question.
is
Right.
a whole nother
Yeah.
conversation.
No, I would never get mad at who someone voted.
I'm not immediately like I fucking hate you.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
whatever.
But I don't like the person that is immediately.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I-
yeah.
yeah, that's what I don't like. Yeah.
That's a skip.
What's our countdown?
Okay.
We have 5 minutes.
Marry, fuck, kill. Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, Channing Tatum.
God Almighty,
That's a good one.
because I'm gonna have to kill Channing.
I'm gonna marry
You know yours.
I'm gonna marry
McConaughey, and we'll bang Brad.
I mean, because after I read Green Lights, I was like,
Oh, that
guys
was
are
close.
out of control.
You guys.
after I
was close.
read Green Lights, I was like, you are
Actually,
the coolest dude
you know
alive.
what mine would be though? I would actually switch. I'd marry McConaughey. I would
Bang Channing.
bang Channing Tatum, kill Brad Pitt.
You're gonna
I
kill
get
Brad.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
Brad
been-
does have a lot of baggage.
I've been
these
out on
days.
Brad
Yes.
Pitt these
He
days.
has like
something
9
about-
kids,
the-
and then
the
like
stories about
that, like,
Brad.
you know,
There's been
motorcycle
some tough
phase
stories
of his.
coming out. Yeah,
I will say Step Up is
And
one of
his
my favorite
rela-
movies.
It is. His relationship with his kids is on the rocks, which is a bad
Channing
sign.
Tatum seems
Okay,
like
but
a
that's
good
why
guy.
I'm banging him. I'm
Yeah.
not. He's a good. I'm not marrying him.
Right,
good
right.
call.
Fair.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Fran, but we can all agree we'll marry McConaughey.
Channing Tatum, we know, is a good dancer, which I think translates
Oh,
to
his
sex,
moves, yeah.
so.
You know, MFK, Austin Shep, Craig.
You guys are sitting
Yeah.
right here.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to answer that.
No,
Guys, I'm not going to actually bang
The only person
or
that
marry
I would
Matthew
be
McConaughey, so it
comfortable
doesn't
answering that
really
is
matter.
That's the only person.
Tim, go.
That's
I know the answer for this for you guys.
Okay.
Would you rather be drunk 24/7 or never be drunk again? Drunk 24/7.
I can't imagine not being fucked up again. That would
Do you
make me
want to
very
see us
sad.
on TV?
Yeah,
or do you
That
not?
would make me very sad to not be fucked up again.
These are boring.
Why
Sorry,
don't
I'm
you
moving
pick?
past.
Yeah, this
They're
is like. What is the game that we like?
another marry, fuck, kill, but it's snacks.
Ooh.
Okay.
These are the best cards you can pull.
They're what's coming up.
Okay.
How about let's split the deck and I'll look at some and you
Okay.
look at some.
There
we
you
can
go.
Fine,
so
I'll
we can
go-
really
I'll go
get the
past
best
that
ones.
one.
And we'll do speed. What's it called when you go fast?
A speed run?
Speed dating.
Yeah, speed. No.
All right.
See, immediately I picked a porn question, which
Good.
I don't.
but
I don't.
this one's very sexual as well.
Okay,
so.
you go with that one.
Okay. What would you choose if you could only have one for the rest of your life? Blowjobs, regular sex, or anal?
Regular sex.
Regular sex.
Yeah,
That's
the cheese.
That's the
question.
straight
Yeah.
down the road.
That's
That
easy.
is.
That is, if you choose any of the other ones,
Then you're
like,
not with
you-
the right person.
Yeah, and also I think you have
No.
something wrong with you.
Yeah,
Like,
you're doing it wrong.
yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. It's not the right person, Craig.
Are
It's just-
either of you vegan?
No.
Okay. Would you rather have to piss sitting down? I hate the word piss. Ugh. Would you rather have to pee sitting down for the rest of your life or go vegan?
sitting down
don't
in the
mind
restaurant.
peeing sitting
Because-
down. Like,
because
I
I
know
don't do
that-
that, but I
listen,
would.
When I wake up in the middle of the night, I pee sitting down.
This one well,
Is that weird?
That is the most
Okay.
absurd question I think I've ever heard. Give up everything that you love or have to sit down while
Would
you
you
pee.
rather fuck the most hideous girl in the world or an average looking guy?
Who is the most hideous girl in the world? That
Most
is
hideous
something.
girl in the world
Like,
or an average looking guy?
I would still go with the most
Yeah,
hideous girl in the
yeah.
world. I would.
Because like you don't have to
still-
look at her face.
I don't know. That's
That's
like almost
mean.
mean. That's almost mean to
It's
say.
a mean question.
Yeah,
I'm
that is,
not-
no,
I'm
that's
not even
Oh, I'm
homophobic.
sorry. You guys are
No, that's a
Mr.
mean
Nice
question.
Guys.
I'm like, he's like, that's really fucked up, y'all.
Oh, this one doesn't play because you guys are both. You guys are both tall, so this one doesn't play.
Austin is just so.
Would you give up an inch of penis length for an inch of height? You guys are too tall already, so it doesn't matter.
Would you rather live for the rest of your life with the sensation right before you sneeze, shit, or cum?
I mean,
Wait, what? Would you
Like,
rather
okay,
live for the rest?
So like they say that when you
sensation.
sneeze, it's like 1/16 of like an orgasm, right? It's like
you
a
also
really
your
awesome
body
feeling.
shuts down.
It does.
You die when you sneeze. Your heart stops.
oh. So that feeling that you get right before that
That's
happens.
about to happen.
Oh
yeah.
God.
I think it's
Cum.
an easy answer of cum.
Yeah, I would run around with
Yeah.
a ton of energy. Every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is funny because you guys are on reality TV, so it's like you lived through this anyway. Would you rather get videotaped every night you go out and have to watch it with your significant other's mom, or have their mom get a copy of every text you send?
I have to
Definitely.
videotape.
I mean,
it.
you already do it, right?
Yeah, we already do.
You already do it.
Like, Mom, I'm sorry.
Would you watch your buddy's sex tape with their ex?
Would I watch my buddy's sex tape with their ex? Not his ex, but yeah.
But you have other friends that you would.
Oh, you
Yeah.
like if his
Yeah.
if his sex tape leaked with Madison?
Yes.
Would
Would
you
you
watch
watch
it?
it?
Well, 100% I'd click on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that would be a lot.
Be like, what do we got
Yeah,
going
no,
on here?
honestly, I'm with you.
I
He's like, what do
watch
we got
a
going on
lot of
here?
weird shit.
Since this
like,
is
So, like-
these
not even
yeah.
for like a purpose.
Yeah.
but,
Right, just like you're
I'm-
curious. Like,
yeah, like, I'm
if
gonna
someone's
watch, yes.
thing leaks, it's obviously
I'm
a
definitely
breach
watching.
of privacy, but
Two more
okay.
questions.
All right.
I'm definitely watching.
Oh no.
Is
All
this
right.
like a Barstool
Well,
game, by the way?
yes,
Did
it
y'all
is.
create these
Oh, I
cards?
love
Yeah.
it.
This is KFC
Shout out
Radio's game.
KFC.
All right,
This
we'll
is
do
his
two
game. I like
more.
them.
Yours
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah, I don't like this one, so you go.
All right. If you got a one-time pass to do whatever you wanted, what crime would you commit?
I love this question so much.
Oh, I like this one actually.
I mean, I love the thought of robbing a bank.
Just
I
gets
do
you going.
because Jumper's my favorite movie because he's able to jump into the bank
Yeah,
and
yeah,
take all
yeah.
the money.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
So a one-time.
if I get to
Pass
one
on
time
crime.
pass, I'm gonna rob
Robbing
a fucking
a bank.
Yeah, a big one too. Like I'm gonna plan this shit out.
Pick one of the biggest banks right now.
Big bank job. Okay.
You're gonna
TD
see
Bank.
You're gonna see me on the Citizen app, like bank robbery in progress.
I don't know. I would. I mean, is it sick that my first thought went to, the purge, where the whole thing is, to kill
Yeah.
somebody?
No,
I'm like, would
No,
that be a
it's-
thought in my head? Like, would I literally be like, I'm gonna kill somebody? But
Right.
I don't know. That's
Last
kind of
one.
So I had the same thought. I don't think I would ever
Well,
want to.
no,
no, I don't
even the person
either.
I hate
Here,
the most, I wouldn't want to
yeah,
play with
see,
them.
I don't
Because
either. I
My
don't
thought
either.
went killing, cool, but then I couldn't
Cool.
say one person. That's when I get started.
Yeah, and at least you get money
But, like,
from
I don't know if
robbing
I-
a bank.
like, I have
what
it
do you
in
get
me.
out of murdering something?
Nothing.
No, but nothing.
Yeah, like I don't know if I have it in me. Like even if I'm getting robbed and I had a gun, like I don't know if I have it in me to like actually shoot.
No, I definitely do not have it in me.
Fran gets the last one.
Guys, I wish I had a better one for the last one. If you only had $5, okay,
No,
you can pick.
another one.
Pick
a
a pick.
card.
Rhea went through all these ones. Oh, do you have
Okay,
more?
this is really fucked up.
Oh,
Go,
but
go,
I
go,
don't
go,
because
go.
I didn't like
This
the
one's
ones in my
fucked
hand.
up.
Okay.
Would you watch a 25-minute sex tape of your daughter for $1 million?
No, no. $1 million is not enough money.
That's not
No,
fucked up. No.
no.
That's a fucked up question.
That's about no.
Yeah, if someone says yes.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I told you,
Absolutely
like,
not.
I would hurt people and rob banks and shit, but I'm not going to watch that. I will watch Austin
Yeah,
and
they
Madison have
don't-
sex, but I'm not
Those
going to watch
two,
that.
this wasn't the same question. All right, that wraps it up. This has been
Guys.
quite a joy.
Cheers, guys.
We're gonna end this
Yes.
though by making sure everyone watches Winter House.
Watch Winter House.
yeah.
Okay.
Watch Winter
let's give-
House.
Is that why we were here?
Let's give,
Thursday nights.
Let's give really quick favorite parts of it. Or
Craig does not want to leave. This is hilarious.
Yes, but also let's talk about Winter House. Okay. Yes, never mind. Just go.
All right, cheers.
It's gonna be
cheers.
awesome.
Watch
Everyone,
Winter House.
Thursday
Winter House
nights
is
at
on
9
Thursday
p.m.
nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on Bravo.
It's gonna be on for a
Cheers.
while.
The first one, when you guys are hearing this, the first one is
Holding
out.
this
Make
up
sure you
for way
tune in
too long.
Thursday nights.
Boom.
And
Cheers,
thank you,
y'all.
Craig and Austin, for coming.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you guys. We
Thanks
should
for
That was
kicking with us.
absolutely
We
chaotic.
should just do a podcast together
easily
once a
can.
month.
I'll
We
be
easily
honest.
can.
How fun would it be if we did a Chicks in the Office, Pillows and Beer live show
It would be
collaboration?
amazing.
Yeah.
Are you even allowed to come on our show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't? Oh, because we've never invited
You never invited us.
Would you like to come on Pillows and
hey,
Beer?
how about we talk
would
to you guys
love
about
to.
something
It'll be
else in the
chicks
future
and
when
pills.
we end this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Love that.
Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
y'all.